Hi everybody, Stephanie here with another Bibliophos video, and today I'm bringing you a kind of a February and January book haul. I was sick for pretty much the whole month of January, and as you can tell I'm just starting to feel better, so here's what I have hauled during those times. So like I said in the introduction, this is going to be a book haul. Sorry if my voice kind of fades out. I don't feel the greatest still. My voice is kind of gone, so I'm going to try to press through it. But here's what I got. I got a lot to show you, so let's get to it. The first one I got is Catacombs by Madeleine Roux. This is the third book in the Asylum series. I really like this because it's scary, but it's not overpoweringly gripping scary, so I decided to pick it up. Next one that I got, I don't know much about it, but I was into young child, middle grade, and that is House of Secrets by Chris Columbus and Ned Vizzini. Again, I don't know anything about this book, but I really like middle grade books, so like Percy Jackson series and all that, and so I decided to pick it up. And one book that I have been dying to get, and it is the Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Margie, whatever. He is the author of Wicked, though, and I really wanted this book in particular because it just sounded very good. And from what I can remember of it, I believe it's the story about one of the evil stepsisters from Cinderella. It's one of the ugly stepsisters. So, yeah, can't wait to get to it. And then one that I have been keeping my eye on, and that is The Horse from the Sea by Victoria Holmes. I have been seeing this a lot in my local bookstore. I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade style book, but I don't know, and it was only like $3, so I decided to pick it up and give it a try. Then, of course, I couldn't not get this book, and that is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. I love Brent Weeks. I've only read one of his books. I've done a review on it. If you want to take a look, check out my homepage. And I couldn't say no to this. It was cheap, and actually, no, I paid full price for this. It was well worth it. So I decided to pick it up, and I do plan on continuing with this series and anything that he is ever writing. Next one is The Bloodletter's Daughter. It is about, obviously, a blood letter way back when, and it is about his daughter. From what I read in the back, it is about a manuscript of some sort. I'll give a full review about it just because it was very interesting. I was very intrigued by the back, and that it's been a while since a book has actually intrigued me when I read the back and not the cover of it. I kind of think the covers are kind of ugly. And then the next two, I believe they're part of a series. You have part 1 and part 2, so it's a quilting story, but the first one being Threads of Chance and the second one being Threads of Home. Quilting book. I think it's a romance of some sort. Mystery romance. It's quilt related. The author is a quilted related writing person. That's interesting, I think. So I'm going to give this a try. I mean, I like quilting. I don't quilt, but I like looking at quilts. The next one is Happily Ever After by Susan May Warren. I picked it up because of the cover. These next couple is part of a series. I do not have the first one, which I found out later on, of course. But it is by Lynn Kurland. We have The Princess of the Sword, a Tapestry of Spells, and Spellweaver. I do not know what the first one is called. I did know it, but I forgot it. It is the 9 Kingdoms series. I read the back of one of them, and I really liked it. Star of the Morning. That's the first one. So I'm going to be probably picking that up on my Kindle, giving it a try, reading it, and giving this. I bought these at my local library, and anything that you donate, anything that you buy goes towards the library. So when I see books like this, especially when they're only like $1 a piece, I pick them up because it helps the bookstore and it helps the library, so why not? And then this one, which really intrigued me, says Have Mother Will Travel, and it's about a drug-addicted, recovering daughter and a mother that they decide to, now that she's gotten over her drug addiction, it is about her, what is going to happen beyond the drug addiction and getting over that and how to handle it beyond that. I thought that was really a nice story, and it's about her mother helping her along with it. So, but they decide to take a trip. This is actually the second part of a duology or a series. First one is about her getting over the drugs and, getting into rehab and getting cleaned up. This one is about life after rehab. So I thought that was very nice, and I was wanting to change up my reading habits for a little bit. So, yeah, we'll definitely give this a try. And then the second book in the series, by Olivia Blackburn, Daughter of Dusk. And it's a Midnight Thief novel. I was very disappointed that this was not the first book, but it was only $4, and like I said, got it at the library. It'll go towards the library, so I picked it up. And then The Replacements, which is something that I've been dying to get just because the cover itself is just a very good cover. I think it's a scary book, and I don't know, scary books don't scare me as much as obviously scary movies do. So we'll see if I'm gonna be terrified or not, or I need to, have therapy. And then A Conspiracy of Paper. This one, I read the back. I remember reading the back, and I believe it's like a espionage type style. Way back when the Constitution was being written and all that, with Benjamin Franklin and yeah. So we'll see what I think about it. And then, of course, I always have to pick up a Michigan book, and this one is Sentinel Murderers. And this is about, it has to deal with my local town, yay. And I didn't care what it was about. It's a local author, so I picked it up. And I believe it was at the library. Yes, it was a library book. And then this one here, I don't even know what it's called. Chasing Vermin? Chasing Vermeer. Middle grade book, like the cover. It kind of reminds me, the cover kind of reminds me, I'm sure you can't see it with the, it's got that paper stuff on it from the library, but it kind of reminded me of Lemony Snicket's. So I decided to pick it up, and why not? I'm very much enjoy middle grade style books. I like reading them, that way I can recommend them to my nephew, who is becoming a big reader. And then this one, which this is more of a research book, The Dictionary of Dreams and Their Meanings. I thought I didn't even need to read it. I'm always looking up dreams, and I always think that they're really fascinating. So I definitely wanted to have something that was hands-on so I could go to it and look and be like, oh, hey, cool, I'm not crazy. And then, of course, one of the last things that I'm going to show you is my coloring books that I got. The first one that I got is the Coloring with Faith. It's pretty cool. It has these little, so you can see my coloring. It has these little, half verses up there. And I'm coloring them. I thought they were pretty cute. They look almost like flowers or stars or what have you. Yeah, I thought that was really neat. And then I got the Celtic Design one. And this is from my local bookstore. I did not color that, okay? But it has, this one is really intricate. But some of them, that's pretty cool. Decided to give it a try. And then this one's not for me, but for my niece that is unborn. And she's going to be doing Dr. Seuss theme nursery. I decided to pick up the Dr. Seuss coloring book. I mean, it has, look at all that. That is just cool. Person's a person no matter how small. I love that saying. Of course, it has 100 years ago. Sure, I think it has the Lorax. Yep, there's the Lorax. Here's the guy's house. Always thought that was so cool. So, yeah. So that's my book haul that I did. A lot of good books that I'm going to read, and a lot of, don't know about it. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And, of course, always give this video a nice thumbs up. Sorry about my voice, but, whatever, I'm getting better. But until next time, this is a Bibliophobe, signing out. Bye!